I must go down to the seas again, with the lonely sea and the sky. For centuries, man has been lured by the buried coffers of gold hammered by the ancients into coin and of jewels crusted by time. But today, he seeks to harvest the more bountiful and lasting riches made possible by the modern science of oceanography. Today's harvest is tomorrow's treasures, the story of oceanography in the state of Florida. Claude Kirk, Jr., Governor of the state of Florida, has provided the leadership in Florida's oceanographic development.
I am Claude R. Kirk, Jr., Governor of Florida, a land almost surrounded by the salt seas. Florida's beautiful beaches have drawn tourists for generations. The waters of the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean have provided recreation for millions of bathers and boaters and fishermen, and more recently, for skin and scuba divers. These vast bodies of water have another and more vital function than recreation. In and under the hydrosphere are natural resources, beside which those of the land masses of the world pale by comparison. We know that there is more food in a mile of ocean than ever could exist in a similar land area. We know there are mineral sources to be tapped for our expanding industrial economy. We know there are unknown wonders beneath the waves, and I know because I have been there. Finding and developing the resources of the sea is oceanography, and in this field, as in many others, Florida excels. The film you are about to see will reveal where Florida stands in oceanography and where we are heading.
Yes, Florida is the oceanographic center of the universe. Climate, unique educational facilities, 9,000 miles of tidal coastline, over 30,000 lakes, and the Florida Straits Current, which is part of the Gulf Stream system. One of Florida's strongest assets in oceanography is the varied topography of its ocean bottom. For here, the continental shelf, rich in mineral deposits, varies in width from 3 to 180 miles. The Blake Plateau, scoured free of sediment, provides an unequaled source of geological information. The tongue of the ocean is the steepest submarine canyon known, and the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest in the Atlantic, is within easy reach of Florida ports. Down in the depths, the curious and the probers seek the answers that will enrich both the knowledge and the economy of the future. Methods of altering weather conditions, controlling beach erosion. Rich mineral fields, controlled environments for the many species of seafood, palatable uses for plankton and sea vegetation. And here in Florida, industry, as well as governmental agencies and schools, spearheads the probe into the deep. John H. Perry, Jr. of West Palm Beach is a member of President Johnson's Advisory Council on Oceanography.
All of us involved know how urgently we need to know how to use and control the world below the sea's surface. There's no doubt that the greatest opportunities in oceanography are here in Florida. Here at my plant, we make this small submarine for work and exploration beneath the world's seas. We also designed and manufacture the Perry Link Deep Diver and the Hydrolab for Florida Atlantic University. We're here because this is the world center of the underwater sciences.
Also stationed in Florida is the Reynolds Illuminaut, operating out of Miami and designed to reach the fantastic depth of 3 miles. Oceanographic equipment designed and manufactured in Florida include the current direction indicators of Airpax Electronics Incorporated in Plantation, the undersea mining equipment of Carpco Research and Engineering Incorporated in Jacksonville, the navigational and submarine data systems of the Discon Corporation, and also the Pegasus underwater sled, both in Fort Lauderdale. The Franklin G&O Corporation in West Palm Beach tests and develops nuclear detection instruments. The Gray Marine Radio Telephone is manufactured by Florida's oldest marine electronics manufacturer. The Perry Link ship Sea Diver 2 was designed specifically for marine archaeological work and is equipped with special diving compartments and a photo processing laboratory. Marine Acoustical Services Incorporated operates a fleet of research vessels for electronic and acoustical work at sea to measure sound velocity and radiated noise in the sea. The who's who of the marine industries are located in the state of Florida: Martech, Moorhead Engineering Company, Novatronics, Oceanetics, Pratt & Whitney Aircraft, Rader & Associates, Raytheon, Sea Research and Development, Sea Tech, Westinghouse Electric Corporation, and hundreds of other leaders in the field of marine manufacturing. They all selected Florida for their location, for Florida is first in the facilities for and opportunities in oceanography. Naturally, no one is more aware of the urgency for underwater exploration, nor more swift to respond to its challenge than our government itself. ESSA, for example, Environmental Science Services Administration, not only operates the National Hurricane Research Laboratory in Miami, but is involved in basic research in the entire field of oceanography. Its new research facility will be located on Virginia Key, selected after several months' study of 115 sites on the Atlantic seaboard. Crowds greet the oceanographic ship Discoverer, built in Jacksonville, now stationed permanently in Miami. Another alphabetical combination is AUTEC, Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, which is a Navy-developed ocean test range located in West Palm Beach and carrying out research in the tongue of the ocean area, 5 miles wide, 1,000 fathoms deep, 35 miles long. This $100 million installation includes a weapons range, a sonar range, and an acoustical range. The Tropical Atlantic Biological Laboratory is a project of the Bureau of Commercial Fisheries, Department of the Interior. In its biological laboratory in Miami, it compiles and analyzes the data brought back by its research vessel, the Undaunted. This lab tracks the migratory routes of all the commercially valuable marine life in the entire Atlantic Ocean. Another division of the Bureau of Commercial Fisheries is the Biological Laboratory at St. Petersburg. Research is conducted to keep the physical and chemical conditions of the near-shore environs favorable for fishing. We even look after the really big ones in Florida waters, guaranteeing the best in game fishing for the years to come. For this, you can thank the Bureau of Sports Fisheries and Wildlife and their Marine Game Fish Lab at Panama City. They study the habits of these great fish, their migration, reproduction, and growth. The United States Navy Mine Defense Laboratory at Panama City has been engaged in shallow water research for more than a dozen years. It was here that Sea Lab 1 was designed and tested, enabling men for the first time to live underwater for extended periods. Especially unique are the offshore towers, which together with the large land laboratory on a 650-acre tract, offer research in the total marine environment, from sediment migration to variations in the water transparency. And at Orlando, there is the Naval Research Laboratory of the Underwater Sound Reference Division, which tests underwater sound devices. Down to the seas again. Man descends into the formidable deep of the ocean with the same anticipation that flings rockets to the stars, and the danger is as great. How will he react to this foreign environment pressing in upon him with hundreds, even thousands of pounds of alien pressure? Also at Orlando, the Naval Training Center conducts vital research in the human factor in oceanography, man's reaction to the deep. Testing of equipment for the Navy is accomplished at the Fort Lauderdale test facility. Frogmen. This ancient combat technique is modernized at the Navy's Fleet Sonar School and an underwater swimmer school at Key West, where the Florida climate allows year-round operation. Over 600 candidates per year complete this course. But tomorrow's treasures of the sea lie in the minds of those who will discover them. No place in the world has developed these resources as well as Florida. It is the progressive state, undisputed in the superiority of its educational capability in oceanography. The relatively new Florida Atlantic University offers the only undergraduate program in ocean engineering in the world. One of the unique factors at Florida Atlantic is the world's first underwater classroom, the Hydro Lab, where students are learning day by day how to cope with an underwater environment. Dr. F.G. Walton Smith, chairman of the Florida Commission on Marine Sciences and Technology, is the director of the University of Miami's Institute of Marine Sciences. The university ranks first in the United States in the enrollment of master's and Ph.D. candidates in oceanography. Located on Virginia Key, the institute houses specimens from the sea, many of them secured by the research vessels attached to the institute. The largest is the research vessel Pillsbury, a complete deep-sea laboratory afloat with deep coring apparatus and facilities which equip it to do analysis at sea. The Gerda, the Terciops, and the Arius are the other specially designed members of the fleet assisting in studies in every field of oceanography. Florida State University and the University of Florida both award doctorals in the field of oceanography. Florida State in Tallahassee has 2 shore facilities. The older of them, Alligator Harbor on the Gulf of Mexico, houses a marine biology field station. But future operations will be concentrated at Turkey Point, which features a large modern harbor. Every phase of study in the oceanographic sciences is provided for at Florida State. While the University of Florida at Gainesville offers courses of study in the many divisions of oceanographic sciences, its coastal engineering laboratory was spurred into action by the nation's growing beach problems. Here on the model slabs, exact duplicates of actual harbors and beaches are constructed. The wave generators simulate the exact conditions which erode and alter the coastline involved. Such studies of the uses of sea walls, jetties, and breakwaters will be a boon beyond measurement to beaches all over the world. The university also operates a marine biology laboratory on an island in the Gulf of Mexico. One of the newest universities, and one which has attracted nationwide attention, is Nova University in Fort Lauderdale. The university is geared to a graduate program, and presently, under a Ford Foundation grant, is conducting a study of worldwide facilities and techniques in oceanographic education. Its own advanced facilities will be located on the south point of Port Everglades. The University of South Florida in the Tampa Bay area centers its marine science programs at the university's Bay campus on Bayboro Harbor. One of the areas of study is the practical aspects of commercial fishing, modernizing the techniques now in use. Another new college, Florida Presbyterian at St. Petersburg, is researching the field of marine migration. Jacksonville University has an excellent undergraduate program in marine science, specializing in a study of the microscopic fauna beneath the seas. The University of West Florida at Pensacola provides the auxiliary campus on Santa Rosa Island in the Gulf of Mexico for its marine studies, with a 9-mile waterfront. The Florida Institute of Technology at Melbourne offers a bachelor's and a master's program in physical oceanography, stressing the field of oceanographic instrumentation. And most Florida junior colleges and many high schools have programs in the marine sciences. Fishing is a great sport in Florida and a huge business. Over 200 million pounds of fish and shellfish are caught commercially in Florida each year, with a value of over $30 million at dockside. At the Miami's Aquarium, crowds of happy tourists and the serious student can freely observe marine life in a habitat approaching its natural environment. Florida's Marineland studios contain the world's most accurate and factual library on those fascinating mammals, the porpoises. Marineland is a world center for the study of porpoise anatomy and behavior. A whole new world is out there, never before fathomed. And here in Florida, the world's center of oceanography, it will be unlocked for all mankind to share.